Hey guys, welcome back to Professional WordPress Web Development course. In this video, we'll talk about one more widget of Elementor Pro that is called as testimonial carousels. By using this widget, you can easily add testimonial widgets on your website wherever you want it. Right? You can create beautiful testimonial widgets like this and also add, this kind of carousels. You have this image area, you have this text area where you can add their testimonial, and you can also add the name and designation of that particular person. For any business websites, it is extremely important to have testimonials on their website as a social proof. There are some designs that I have created before recording this video, so that you can have a glimpse and some idea that what can be done by using this widget. First design is nothing but what you are seeing on the screen right now, and second type is something like this. Instead of having this border on the left hand side, you can have the border on the bottom, and also you can change the image area. You can keep it in a bottom and have the name and designation over here, and then you can add the testimonial on the top. Right, again, you can have these carousels if it is required for you, and then you can create something like this as well. This is known as bubble style, where you create this small kind of bubble kind of design, where you have this image, name, designation, and testimonial, and the length in the sense width of the this testimonial section can be increased or decreased. I have kept it full width, so it is starting from here to here, right? So you can have it small just to cover from here to here, and we'll see that in just a moment. Okay, so let's get into our Elementor editor and see what we can do. What are the customization options available for us in this widget, right? So click here, edit with Elementor, and go to the page. All right, so this is the page, right? And let me scroll down and let me create a new section. And then first thing that I need to do is to set the width of the section. Let's keep it 1000 pixels. Right now, go to all widgets, and under Pro, just scroll down to testimonial carousels. Now grab this widget and drop it inside the section that we just now created. As soon as you drop it here, you will see something like this. This is the default design that comes with it. Let me add some if you can see on the left hand side, you have this option called as slides, and then additional options. Under slides, what we have is we can add new testimonials. These items are nothing but new testimonials. We can have 4 or 5 testimonials. Based on the requirement, you can add or delete the testimonials, right? Let me just keep 3. And what we can do, if you click here on one particular item, here you can add the testimonial under this content section. If you change this text, it will be updated over here as well. If I remove the last word Leo, it's gone, right? So similarly, you can change this. You can delete this content part and add your testimonial, right? And here in image, this is what is this image, and we can change this image. Let me add this one, right? As soon as you apply the image, it will be appearing over here, and then here you can assign the name, and you can assign the title, or let's say designation of that particular person. You can have it here. Similarly, you can create more items. Let me just delete the remaining 2 and simply duplicate this, so that we have the same testimonial 3 times. We can simply duplicate it, and then you can decide the skin. Do you want it to be default one, or do you want it to be bubble? If you want it to be bubble, you can have it like this, and if you keep it default, it will look something like this, right? And then here you can see Do you want the image to be inline, stacked, above, left, or right? If you click on stacked, your design will look something like this. And then you can have inline styling, or you can have above, can have below, left and right. Okay, so let me keep it stacked for time being, and you can align these testimonials to left, center, or right. In most of the cases you'll find something like this. Either it is left aligned, it's also rare, but you'll see mostly it's center aligned. So now, slides per view. The screen that you're seeing right now, it can be called as view. So how many slides do you want to display? Do you want to display default one, or you can display more than one slides? Each testimonials can be considered as single slide. So here you can decide how many slides you want to show. Now you can see if this looks good. The alignment and all those things you can work out. I think left line is looking good, and then we can have 3 or 4 as per your requirement. Actually we only have 3 slides right here, so we cannot see 4 at once. If you have 4 slides now, then you can place 4 here to see 4 slides at a time. And slides to scroll, you can see that the slides are scrolling, right? And so when the slide scrolls, how many slides do you want to skip? Do you want to keep it default, or you can skip 2 slides for every scroll? You can decide how many slides do you want to scroll for every carousels, right? And then you have this option for changing width. If you want max width, if you want small width, you can change these settings over here. And then under additional options, we have an option to show or hide arrows. Right now you are not able to see the arrow, so let me do one thing. Let me click the section and go to stylings, and let me add some background color. Let me make it black. If I make it black now, if I select this, now I think you are able to see this arrows, right? That is what it is here. You can enable or disable these arrows. Now it's disabled. You can enable it now, right? And then we have dots over here. I think you were able to see that before, but now right now you're not able to see because it's contradicting with the background. Let me go to styles, and here let me try to change the dots color, arrows and pagination color. Let me make it white, and size, let me increase it. So now I guess you are able to see. It is still not that much visible, so what I'll do is I'll select this particular section, and or else we'll do one thing. First let's go through all the options over here, and then we'll go for stylings and do all those styling options. Okay, so from here you can enable or disable arrows, and then from here you can enable or disable the pagination. Do you want to show dots, or do you want to show fraction like this 104, or you want to show progress? You can show it like this as well. From here you can decide the transition duration. By default it comes with 500, and then let me just keep it dots. This is fine. And then do you want to show autoplay, infinite loop, pause on hover? If you hover the mouse on this, do you want this to pause? And if you're working on this or trying to interact with these elements, then do you want to pause it? Yes, of course, because you don't want it to just keep scrolling if you are interacting with these elements, right? So just enable these things. And then image size, you can decide the image size over here. Now once we have seen these slides options, right, from here you can decide number of slides, skin layout, alignment, and then from here additional options like speed and pagination, style, arrows, and all those things. Now let's go to styles and customize the styling. First thing that I'll do here is I'll select the complete section and I'll make it somewhat, yeah, this color. Okay, now let's go back to our testimonial section, and under styles you can, first thing is you can decide the space between each testimonial. And then now here you have one more option to change the background of each testimonial. So what you can do is you can add background colors like this. Okay, and then you have an option to add border size and border color. It doesn't look good, so what we'll do is we'll keep it 1. Even 1 pixel width is not looking good, so let me just make it 0. We don't need any border. And then you can have some border radius if it is required. And yeah, you can add some padding within the testimonial boxes. 20 is fine, I guess. And now this was the slides styling. Let me close this. Now open content styling. Let's see what are the options here. Now here you can increase the content gap, and then you can update text colors, you can change typography, you can increase or decrease the size as per the requirement. Let's keep it 13, I guess this is fine, or you can make it 14. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. And you can increase or decrease the font weight to 300. Oh, let's keep it 400. This is also fine. And then the name here, right? Name, you can change the text color and typography. Right, and again you have an option to change the size, but I guess this size is correct. And now the title, CEO, right? So you can change these colors also. And then image styling, you can increase or decrease the size of image. Let's keep it like this, it's fine. And then you can have gaps, and if you want, if you can add some border for that particular image. And yeah, this will look fine. Border width, border radius, already it's circular, so border radius is not required here. And now you can decide the size of the arrow. The color is contrasting, so let me make it darker so that it is visible at least. Now you'll be able to see the size of the arrows. And then you have the pagination size, right? You are able to see this now. And color, let me make it a bit more dark so it is clearly visible, right? So this is how. So now let me add some padding to the complete section, not this testimonial section, rather the whole background section. I'll select this and go to advanced tab, and I'll add some padding to that particular section, top 100 and bottom 50. So now this looks much neater. And let me change color. Let me try something different, something bright. Yeah, this is fine. Or let's keep it like this. Yeah, so this looks pretty neat now. And if you select the testimonial section again, and in advanced tab you have option to add more padding, and margins and all those things. Again, all are same, so you don't have to worry. All these, you can just play around with all these options. Now, the content section we have covered, additional options we have covered, we have seen what are the style options for these testimonials. Now it is your time to play around with your creativity and show me what you can create with these options that this particular widget called as testimonial carousel provides us, right? And let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video with another similar kind of widget but slightly different. As in terms of use case, it's slightly different, and the name of this widget is reviews. We'll see about reviews in our next video. Till then, take care. Thank you for watching. And